Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Study Crypto, where we discuss all things crypto, and today we are talking about Voyager. Recent breaking news that was just released: Voyager files for bankruptcy. So please stay tuned in this video. But if you are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe to us, and if you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions regarding this video, also leave a comment down below. News that was just broken was crypto broker Voyager Digital files bankruptcy following the collapse of Three Arrows Capital. Now, just to give a quick recap for those of you that don't know, Three Arrows Capital is a firm that borrowed from Celsius, Babel Finance, Voyager, and BlockFi as well. So without going too much into detail, they're pretty much defaulted on all of these loans. They could not pay these firms back. And on June 27, Voyager had a major loan that was due, and they put the pressure on Three Arrows Capital. Of course, Three Arrows Capital was not able to pay back. And on July 1st, Three Arrows Capital filed for bankruptcy. What's really interesting is that the same day, Voyager put out a statement stating that withdrawals, deposits, and trade-ins were halted and stopped. So you could not go on the app and make any trades or any deposits or anything of that nature. You could pretty much just sit there and watch your app and track your crypto. Now, a few days later, literally July 6th, Voyager announces that they are filing for bankruptcy. So I'm going to go through the details of this bankruptcy. This is a Chapter 11 bankruptcy. For all of you that don't know, they can still continue as a regular company and day-to-day operations. So right now they are looking to pretty much restructure, and we got a message from the CEO where she stated, "We strongly believe in the future of the industry, but the prolonged volatility in the crypto markets and the default of 3 Hours Capital require us to take this decisive action." According to the filings, Voyager also has estimated assets between 1 billion and 10 billion, with liabilities worth the same value. Also, it has more than 100,000 creditors. So right now, Voyager is in trouble. One thing to note is that Voyager does have $100 million of crypto on hand that will be used for day-to-day activities while they are so-called restructuring. They also have 300 million deposited in an account with funds. But one thing to note is that with this Chapter 11 proceedings, this could be a really drawn out process that honestly most individuals may not even get their funds back. One of the questions that I was asked previously in my other video was, hey, can they stop withdrawals and can they stop deposit? When you go into their customer agreements, they clearly state they can do that. Honestly, a lot of times when we're signing up for all of these different apps, we don't really read through their agreements, but it is really important to do so just to know what you are getting yourself into. Right here in this agreement, it states, in the event of a market disruption or force majeure, Voyager may do one or more of the following: suspect access to accounts, prevent customer from completing any and all transactions via services, including closing any positions in the account, cease to follow any customer's instructions following any such event. When trading resumes, customer acknowledge that prevailing market's rate may differ significantly from the rates available prior to such event. If you go in this, I'll leave a link to this in the description below. You also can read through all of the liabilities and accepting through the whole Chapter 11 and what happens if they have insolvency. And it pretty much states that you are royally screwed. Customer, by joining this platform, accepts all of the liabilities and risks that comes with it, which if anything happens, they don't have to, in essence, pay you back if they don't have the money, or even if they claim that they don't have the money. So that is really something major and concerning. A lot of individuals may have a lot of issues. Also note, Chapter 11, while they are restructuring, they are going to try to develop a plan to somehow come out of this bankruptcy. Then at that point, it will go to the courts. And when it goes to the courts, it has to be obviously passed and approved by a judge. Prior to going to a court, remember, they are shareholders. I'm pretty sure that a lot of the shareholders will be satisfied first. In other words, the plan will be something that will probably try to pay out the shareholders. Further then, from that point on, is when we'll know what will happen to all of the customers and all of their funds that they have sitting there in crypto, which is really sad news because a lot of individuals will be hurt by what is going on with this major fiasco. On the flip side, it is good to know that they do have some cash on hand, so hopefully they're able to give or get some type of resolution. It is also important to note that they also have over $500 million in loan from Almedia. In my previous video, I stated that Almedia has a major stake in Voyager, and they pretty much try to keep them afloat or try to keep them surviving, try to keep them up hand. But they do have that loan. Also, it's important to note that especially during the Chapter 11 filings, they can also accept other loans as well. Like I said, what changes for them on a day-to-day basis is really nothing while they're filing this or going through this whole bankruptcy process. They can operate as a regular company on day-to-day basis, and as they did state, they will continue to do so. You can go online, you can follow all of the Twitter tweets. It says this well-established legal process whereby companies reorganize their financial obligations to emerge as stronger organization provides an efficient and equitable mechanism to maximize recovery. Our goal is to come out a stronger organization. Not really sure how that's going to happen. I mean, one of the things that a lot of these firms need to realize is that they pretty much have lost the complete trust of their crypto community. Think about it, right? I personally use Voyager and I withdrew all of my money. I also made a video here warning you guys to withdraw your money. But at this point, if they do come back out or if they get bought over or anything like that, why would you trust them as a company, especially with everything going on? They had major exposures to 3 Arrows Capital. And again, you know, some people may say, hey, it's just market conditions or volatility. But right now, we are really starting to see that a lot of these companies didn't really have good, proper risk management procedures in place to protect themselves from a bear market. In a bull market, everything was up and going and everything was good. But now that we're in a bear market, we're starting to see all of these companies simply just shatter and just get completely destroyed. Anyways, this is Study Crypto. Hopefully this information was valuable. Breaking news: Voyager files for bankruptcy. Hopefully you guys are able to withdraw your funds if you have not done at this point. And obviously whenever more news comes out, I'll make sure to update you. Just wanted to give you a quick brief overview of how this impacted you and the crypto community as a whole. Thank you and see you next time.